gonna change. It's gonna change. As soon as this water temperature warms up, they start dropping down. And you stop seeing them as much. That already happened already. And then we got that cold front, and that's helped it out. They already started getting real hard to find already. And then that cold front helped out a bunch. It all depends on the water temperature. Right there, guys. Look, right there in the water. Right here. Right in the spatter down. Right there. And that's what this is. It isn't lily pad. This is spatter down. This is spatter down. The lily pad is round. And the lily pad sits right on the water. This is spatter down. It has a heart-shaped pad. And it doesn't really touch the water. The big difference is the turtles love eating the lily pad, but the turtles don't eat the spatter down. On the lily pad, you'll see a bunch of turtle lights all around it, but on the spatter down, you only see one. They'll bite it out of the dog. That's an alligator too. They live under the water, literally. Literally, once this water warms up, you don't see this anymore. And the only reason you're also seeing this is just breeding season. And that's the only time you'll see multiple alligators in the area. The rest of the year, those big males will hold down their area and you'll see one at a time. If you see any at all. That's what a turtle shell is, very porous bone, that's their blood. And that's how they warm their blood. See a turtle with its shell on the surface, or pull turtles out of the water on a log or laying on the beach. It's cold and it's warming its blood. That's what they do. That's the only reason they're up there. Otherwise, they live in the water, just like alligators. They live in the water. And it all depends on their blood temperature. When this water temperature gets comfortable for them, in between 82 and 92 degrees, you don't see as many alligators because they don't need the sun anymore. The only reason it's up here is it's cold and it's trying to warm its blood by letting the sun shine on all those bumps on the back, and that warms all that blood up inside of those bones in their back. And then when their heart beat, it pulls that warm blood off their back and right through their circulatory system. That's how they work. There's something crawling around on the bank. I couldn't see what it was. I don't know what this gets really cold, they'll leave the water, they'll lay up on the bank, but it's already gotten warm enough. Once the water reaches 82 degrees again, they'll go right back in the water, and that's where they'll stay. And then when it reaches 92 degrees, like in the summertime, you just don't see them at all anymore. They'll live down in the mud, down on the bottom. And then you have to come at nighttime to see them.
That's fun.
In June, July, August, September, October, November, most of December, you have to come at night to see alligators. You won't see them in the daytime anymore. They'll be down in the mud on the bottom all day long.
but she's not. She's just relaxing. Ooh, a reptile encounter. Let's go check out the reptile encounter. Oh, we found a couple little babies right here.
He's so cute.
Look at them. They're adorable. Oh, and there's a third one back there in the back. I didn't even see him.
Olha, passamos no pertinho aí, ó. Olha, você vai dar dança.
Alright, we just passed the sign that said Key Largo is in 20 miles. And then it said Key West 122 miles. So it's kind of interesting. It's only one lane back and forth. And once we get the water on both sides of us, we'll try to show you. But we are just south of Homestead, which is entering the islands. Kind of cool.
What kind of car do we have, Dave?
We have, right here, BMW. No actual key. And I can't figure out how to get the darn sunroof open. The sun, it's advertised as sunroof, and it's only opens 2 inches. And it's still glass up here. I don't know how to do it. I've been playing with it. I probably broke the damn thing. But a BMW, we were supposed to have a convertible. I paid for a convertible for one day, $90. And they're like, well, we don't have any. They're like, everybody's rented all of our convertibles and took them north because all the flight delays and flight problems with TSA. So he's like, we can give you a BMW for the same price. We can give you a couple other cars. And I was like, all right, this works, I guess. It's very pretty. It says it's 83 degrees. And we're trying to find a nice lunch spot today. Right now we were thinking about a breakfast joint that's open till 3. It has really good ratings. But everything around there is all seafood. And we're not seafood people. There's a sign right there. That you saw going super fast.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll pick this back up when we see some water. Alright, we're here in the Florida Keys. And there is water on both sides of us. We're about to go on a bridge, I think, here in a second. And then maybe you guys will be able to see some of the water. And I had to pick a big truck to be behind. But at least it's American-made truck. Alright, we got a bridge. We got a bridge. Let me get over here. We got a bridge. But look, if you look way out, I guess you see water way over there, huh?
Here's where we're about to, you can see just straight water's about to come up.
So we're saying that this is the Atlantic Ocean to the left of this road,
I think so.
and then the Gulf of Mexico to the right of the road?
I guess. I'm not positive. Looks like it's Lake Surprise right here to the right.
Lake Surprise, so we're going to take a dip. Is there a surprise?
Maybe.
And Key Largo is coming up a mile away. It's pretty. We're not driving too far into the Keys today, so this is about all we're going to see with water on both sides of us. But we can check it off the list. It's very pretty. Here we found our way to our lunch spot, Snappers, which specializes in none other than seafood, which we really don't care for. But they had some other options on the menu. I ended up getting some wings. Lauren got a burger. And I'm not sure what Nicole got. But this is the view. It's very pretty. Still really wasn't able to find water on both sides of the road. I guess we had to go a little bit farther into the Keys. But I guess we'll save that for next time. But thanks for hanging with us today. And until next time, we'll catch you guys later.